What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all had as good as a day as me. Well, I ain't gonna say it was the best. I had work. What you gonna do about it? I'm a grown-ass man. But I got me a nice little bevy. If y'all know about the Coors Light, y'all absolutely know. One of the best drinks ever was, I swear. God himself touched the water and turned that shit into a Coors Light. 'Cause this shit is good. In fact, hold up, y'all. We need a little hydration break. Damn, that was good. Anyways, y'all, story of today. Let's see. Fuck, y'all. I had the story literally 1 second ago, and now I can't think of it. It was of my buddy. We gonna call him Chris. And for some reason, I still cannot think of the story. Fuck. Hold up. We gonna edit this shit out.
1,000,000 zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Fucking damn it. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it took me so long to remember this story. Because I've been wanting to tell this story for a hot ass fucking minute. Anyways, y'all, we gonna tell the story about the day me and my buddy Chris got out of the gym and encountered my teacher. Now, we gonna call him... See, I wanna out him bad. Cause I made a video of him during that incident that went mad fucking viral at my school. But let's see, we gonna call him... Let's call him Mr. Poopy Pants. Why not? Nah, that's too stupid. That's definitely too stupid. We gonna call him Mr. Clark. How about that? Or Mr. Clerk. How about that? There we go. Clerk. Alright. Anyways, y'all. Me and my buddy Chris, we always was good friends. You know, we went to high school together. He was a couple grades below me, so he was actually still enrolled with school. But he got expelled from the school that teacher, Mr. Clerk, was at. Now, Mr. Clerk, he was a real fucking asshole. I'll tell you that. You ever went to class and there's always that one teacher that's bugging? Like in each school, there's always that one in particular teacher that is looking for any students that are doing anything wrong. Hell, they don't even have to necessarily be doing anything wrong. They just want to get somebody in trouble. In fact, this is how bad this motherfucker was. He was a regular science teacher. The year after, he became the dean or something like that, where he was in charge of punishing all the kids. And not because they asked him to do it, because he volunteered to do it. He was ready to give out the punishment. And see, our school was a little bit different. I went to a private school. No, I ain't that motherfucker that went to some high fancy private school. But it definitely was a private school. It was actually originally built for kids that was too bad and shit. And so, like courts, they would send these kids off to this school as a last ditch effort, for them to basically not be put in juvie and boot camp and shit like that. Well, anyways, I was just regular student though. Like, I definitely got in my fair share of trouble, but it wasn't cause no court ordered. You know, like, I went there on my own free will. Well, I guess my parents' free will. And, Chris, he was a little bit different. He got sent there because he actually got expelled at his last school he was attending. So, me and him got along really good, and during our whole school years, Mr. Clerk would give us fucking hell. I mean, he was just a fucking cocksucker. I remember one time we was chilling in the lunchroom, and we was just talking, and we wasn't eating our food. We was talking, chilling, and he told us that if we don't start eating our food, he's gonna give us detention, that we shouldn't be talking. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Why is it any of your concern if we are not eating quick enough for you? It's our fucking lunch period. You know, that's how bad he was tripping. I got another story about his son. That's an absolute banger, but that's gonna be another story altogether. Anyways, me and Chris, we just get done working out. We done some chest workouts. I think that's what it was. Don't count me on it. We go over to Wendy's. Now, I'm 19 by this point. I'm already graduated and everything. Hold up, y'all. I gotta get me another sip of this. This shit is good. Alright, y'all. Now we can resume the story. So, we hit up the gym, we do our workout, then Chris is like, hey, let's go over to Wendy's. I'm like, alright, bet, man. So we go over to Wendy's. I'm 19 by this point. I've already graduated. And we go over and we see 2 school buses. Now, it was late at night, but clearly whatever they was doing out there, they probably just got done from a baseball game or basketball game. I have no idea. But I know he was a super big fan of like sports, and he was definitely all the time trying to coach and shit like that. Even though his bum ass never was a coach, he was what you would call assistant coach, I guess. He was basically the towel boy of teachers. And we're ordering some food, and we see some students that we went to school with, and we're kicking it. And in fact, there's actually 2 little cuties that we was talking to, you know. And we was trying to slide up on them and shit, you know, trying to see how they was doing and shit. And Mr. Clerk comes out. And he must have been taking a piss or something, because we didn't see him for a minute. And I tell Chris, if this dude tries to talk to me, I'm gonna cuss him out. And Chris, he is like, he was nervous as shit. He was like, no, do not do that. Please do not do that. My parents are gonna blame me. Because he was still going to school, but not to that school. And he was like, please do not. But he's cracking up in the middle of it, because he's already high. We both smoked right before going to Wendy's. That was always the tradition. Go hit up the gym, get a good workout, take a smoke, and then get the munchies. It was always the way to go. And he's cracking up in the middle of this, saying, please do not. Please do not. He's hitting his chest and everything, trying not to laugh. And here comes Mr. Clerk while my friend is geeking. And he was a clinky motherfucker too. You ever had that one friend in school that was always touching up on you? Like he's always gonna be holding on your shoulder or something while talking to you? That was him right there. So Chris is holding up on me, no gay shit, no diddy. Laughing and geeking, and here comes Mr. Clerk. I see that devious little smile on his face. And I think, alright, motherfucker. Alright, I got your bitch ass. He said, hey, how you doing? I remember I grabbed my phone, and Chris just starts laughing, and you can hear him echoing through the fucking Wendy's going to the bathroom. I grabbed my phone, I put the shit on recording. I put it up to, I'm gonna have to find the video if I can. And I say, hey, Mr. Clerk. He said, Are you recording me? I said, I just wanted to let you know that you are the world's biggest dick. I said it just like that. I mean, I put emphasis on the word dick. He said, really? Really? Is that how you feel? I said, go fuck yourself, Mr. Clerk. Fuck you. And he said, we'll just have to see what the school thinks about it. And then he said my full name and said, I will talk to you later. I said, fuck you, bitch. And that was it. I mean, just very few words, but they definitely were not nice words. And me and my friend were eating food, we're cracking up. All the students that were still attending there were fucking dying, cause no one ever done that shit to them, especially have it on recording. I remember I went over to my friend's house later with Chris. We're all fucking raving and dying from the video. Then one of my friends are like, yo, you should fucking post that shit on Snapchat. Cause dude, when you young, Snapchat is the way to go. That is where you hit up all your homies. That is where you go and fucking buy your drugs. That is where you fucking go hit up the little fine shits. That's where you go hit up everything. Snapchat is the way when you were young. Anyways, I post that story on my Snapchat. And, which I had a good amount of friends on there. You know, a lot of people would usually look at my stories, but all I see is nothing but screen recordings on each person. The very next day, my old school gave me a call and said, excuse me, we noticed a certain video that you made about one of our faculty members. If there is a way you can delete that off of your phone and give a public apology, we could possibly let you come back to the school campus to watch the games. Now, I'm 19 years old. I barely ever went over there anyways. The only reason why I even went over there in the first place was because there was like 2 senior girls that I was trying to hit up. So, it didn't even really bother me. I snuck over there once after there. That's a story for another time. But at the end of the day, I don't regret it one bit. If I can find that video, I will post that shit right up on this video after the story is done. But I hope y'all had a great motherfucking day. I'm gonna enjoy my bevy some more. And peace, y'all.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.